Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 11th round of the championship in the championship division, and this time I am on my own again in the commentary booth, but no problem, it should be just fine today again if everything wants to work with the stream as well. Need to open the chat. There we go. And Mr. Smith made a beautiful spreadsheet, which I can't. Can I open it? Yeah, I can open it in the spreadsheet app, which is a bit better, so I can adapt the points. Which is currently updating, and I can select points for fastest lap and for pole position, which gives them an extra point. And if I select the position, it automatically calculates the race points received during the race or at the current position that they are in, and then also the total points, which then leads us to a separate box which gives us the difference in between points. It currently is 62, and I think he sent a notification that the gap should be 86 or more, then Smith could take this championship, which is doable actually tonight. So we got a fun one coming up ahead for us. It is Austria, a short track, so a lot of action normally, which is always difficult to follow. We got 18 drivers today. A lot are back. We got Mocky, we got Snellheg, of course. NXX is back. Beertje Rauchens is a reserve. He's in the Ferrari this time. Leaky. Then we got, I don't know how to exactly say this. MX's. Miss? Kiss? I don't know. I just call him MX. MX's. I don't know. Rijka then, of course, back in the Williams. Tonchek also in the Williams. Kieran in the McLaren on the mediums, as McLaren revealed their new livery for next year, which was quite a shock, to be fair. Cavalis then in the Aston Martin, the only one tonight. We got Ivor. He joined me during or just before the start of the session, just to ask me how I was doing, which was very nice. Inorganic is back in the Alfa Romeo. Smith, of course, the championship leader in the Mercedes. Chaos is in the Alpine. Dino in the McLaren. Rodo in the Alpine, and someone else who just set a lap is Rusty with a 0 or 5.0. Kieran's gone quickest with a 4.9, but that's on the medium, so quite some close gaps. Then Mocky, the next one to cross the line, and which is 105.4, so quite some time behind. Raikkonen, I think he missed last race, but he's back now. But Kieran is still on those mediums in a very good position. Leaky then gone quickest. There's a lot of cars coming across the line now. Snellenk, one of them, he finished P8. Then we missed switch to the other Red Bull. He's a reserve, but still. And seeing everyone. Oh, as NXX had to retire, I think due to a quali ban, if I'm correct. I see James in the chat saying hello, Mr. Luke. Hope you and Quinn are both doing great. Yeah, I'm doing fine. Everything is going well, and I think Quinn is also doing well. Well, I know, but of course you have to take my word for it. And then I think NX6 is that username, saying I'm doing fine actually. Not too tired. No illness this time, but there is some in the family that have a bit of an illness, so hopefully I don't catch it. But yeah, everything seems fine. Gonna need some money though from the RPM bet, so if anyone still has some winning money, then I will gladly take it. Going to football matches costs a lot of money. Let's see. We already got 12 guys joining us tonight, which is very nice. So you will all enjoy this round. So we're getting near the end of the season. It's Austria, and if I remember correctly, it was a few seasons ago though, but our most streamed or most watched stream was actually in Austria as well. And I think we got like 1.5k views, which is a lot actually. Unfortunately, I wasn't racing in that one, so no glory to me or making myself famous on track. But I guess yeah, we'll just have to wait for that. Well, Inorganic is back in the beautiful Alfa Romeo, and I think opinions may vary on that subject. But yeah, hopefully you don't put it in the wall this time. Yeah. The good thing is last week you weren't there, so you weren't able to put it in the wall, but your reserved car did do it. So but look at the gaps though, 1.4, and then we got 4.8, 4.9, 4.9, 4.9, 5, 0, 0, 2, 5, 2, 5, 2, 5, 4, 5, 4, and 1, 6, and 1, 13. But this is a bit of a slower lap, I think, because he invalidated again. Maybe Cavalis is on the lap, but he's going in, and Bircha. Ooh, on the grass on the way in. We made a very strict rules with the pit entry, and hope everyone follows it. But I don't know if Smith is on the lap. At least he had a big wobble. So the question is, can he put himself near Kieran? Got those 62 points in at the top of the championship, which is quite a big gap constructors wise as well. Smith 106.2 and 13th. Now that is no Sam Xis goes in to the wall. Chaos coming around the final corner in the Alpine, the beautiful Alpine. We also have a look at the constructors, but McLaren doing quite a good job now as Chaos moves to a 106.0, which puts himself into P12. And let's see, Rouchen's in the pit, Inorganic then. Out of the pits. But Tonchak is already on the lap. I mean, these laps are coming in quite quickly now. This is a very short out lap, of course. And let's see. Can you keep it within the lines? That's the most important thing. Track limits will be a big part of today. He goes to 104.4. Same big improvement as he did last time out. And that really helped him get well, a big jump up in the standings. But he crashed unfortunately on his last lap. Dropped him down a few positions. And let's see. As we follow Inorganic then on his lap. Most of them have started the laps, but I guess they just gone for an out lap, or is Raikkonen on a lap? We'll just have to see his middle sector time. Oh, he's a bit down on his time, but he is quick. Yes, I think Inorganic has spun off. Inorganic is disqualified. Okay, that's not a good start. Oh! That's a bit late for Raikkonen there, as he completely missed the pit exit. Now I don't know if that will have any consequences since it is qualifying, but still. And I don't know what MX is doing, but he's continuing without a wing. No, I mean, you can do what you want, of course, but I wouldn't advise going without a wing. Mocky then, P11, the Haas team, of course, the big boss left in real life, Günther Steiner. Can they score some glory as he invalidates, unfortunately? Leaky further up then, the Mercedes car, currently the highest placed Mercedes car, fighting with both McLarens. No sprint weekend just yet. That's, I think, next week when we're back in Zandvoort, which I obviously look forward to. And I think we could also get the constructors there in Zandvoort or before, which is always nice. Gonna rep my orange and red, white and blue helmet, but Leaky to the line in Austria. He goes second fastest to the front row, 104.7. Then I think Rodo was quick as well. Rodo up 1.5 tenths, could see himself get into the top 5. He goes 4 fastest, 4 thousandths of a second behind Raikkonen. You got one of the Alfa Romeos, but there's on an out lap, and then next Maki, but he's going on a slow lap. Then one of the McLarens, which is Dino. Dino up 1.5 tenths. He could see himself get to the front row in a crucial battle with Mercedes in the championship. Could he get himself ahead of Leaky? I keep an eye on Kieran as well. He's right behind him. Dino to the line. He improves, but he stays just behind. Then Kieran 2.5 tenths quicker. He goes 104.6. It's not enough to ton check, but it is enough for P2. Who else is going on a quick one? Mercedes car is going in, which is Leaky probably. Then Beertje. Not up on his time, as Inorganic says he was turning around. Yeah, sometimes this game is giving you weird, well, a bit of a moment there from Beertje. I was about to say weird disqualifications. He doesn't improve on this one. Then Rusty goes in. Behind him is Maki. Maki will probably just start his lap. I don't think he's using any ERS. And then it probably is Smith. Smith 1.3 seconds up. Could see himself get to a 104.9, but he needs more. Can he get that in the final sector? There's a McLaren ahead of him, which is his championship rival. Doesn't seem to influence his lap too much. To the line, it's a 104.7, and it is right behind his championship rival, but it is P3 and 4 for Mercedes, putting themselves ahead of at least one of the McLaren boys. So everyone else is going slow or on an out lap. I think Ivor might have improved though, or someone else, one of the Alpines maybe? Chaos, but he's on an out lap, so Cavalis is on the lap. Let's follow him. There's not much people on the lap. Into turn 4, I think it's called, or turn 3? No, turn 3. Technically, yeah. I mean, turn 2 isn't really a turn, but still. I have to quickly get something, so I'll be back in 10 seconds. There we go, as Cavalis goes to 105.1 into the top 10. P9. Let's see, it's not a lot of cars on track. It's one of the Williams, which is Tonchek, and I think this might be his final lap. With 4 minutes left, there's no time to go in again. One-tenth up in the first sector. Can he hold on to it? In the middle one, some traffic ahead, it seems like. Yellow flags. Oh, but that Alpine is in a nasty position. Hopefully no dirty air in front of him. But there's an Alfa Romeo going slow as well. He's purple though, 1/10 up still in the middle sector. But that Alpha is just starting his lap and it will be in the way. I don't know who it is, it might be Rusty. It is Rusty, of course, as Inorganic disqualified. But that Alpha is not helping him, or is he? Dragging him along. It is a 104.4. It's a small improvement, but it is another improvement as Tonček goes fastest. And does he have time to recharge the batteries, and does he have the fuel to go for another lap? MX is going faster. He's slowly improving from his 113.8 currently. It's a 112.5. It is a big improvement, still 6 seconds off the car ahead of him, unfortunately for him. And then Rusty down on his time. Can he go any quicker? He does go any quicker. It's 2P8. It's not enough for a position. And then we got a lot of cars. Tonček probably saving his fuel, or is he going in? I think he's going in. That's Tonček out of the equation then for the final run. Moki's on an out lap. Behind him, Leaky. Behind that, one of the McLarens, and I think it's Dino. And Dino is on the lap. He invalidates though the final corner. And he won't improve. It would have been a 114.844, the exact same lap as Rodo, but it unfortunately isn't for him. Beertje to the line. Can he improve? Well, only by 16,000 of a second. That's not enough. Then we got Snellenk on an out lap, or is it someone else then? But Wu is the first one to go for a full lap. One of the Red Bull cars. No, that's an out lap. Is it Moki? Already, yeah. Moki is going quicker. 105.4 currently. He's up 2/10. Could see himself jump at least into the top 10, maybe even further. As some people have retired from the session. Moki jumps up to P9. Behind him is one of the Mercedes cars, which is not Leaky, as Leaky has had a moment, I think. Raikko's on an out lap, or Leaky is about to start his lap. One of the McLarens behind, that must be Dino. Dino is going slow. Is it then MX? Is not going quicker, then it must be Kieran. Kieran has not started his lap just yet. I keep getting yellow flags. He has 18 seconds to the line, and he will take that, but it will be a short run. Who is that? One of the Alpines, which is Rodo. Rodo is on the lap, I think. To the line. This is the final chance he gets at a position. It's a 107.4.7. He jumps himself up to P4, 1,000th of a second ahead of Leaky. But is it enough to keep that position? The flag is out. See some people already getting the flag. Snellenk still to finish the lap. He is the first one of the little train. He jumps up to P8 with 104.9. Cavalis then. Can he get himself back into the top 10? He doesn't seem to be improving as he's going in. Behind him it is Smith. And Smith is up 3,000th of a second. He needs pole position to get a point. And he just misses out on pole position. It is not enough. Behind him, where is Kieran? Kieran is going quicker. Sorry for not following all of the other cars, but Kieran is going purple in sector 2. And he's 13,000. Can he get more into the final sector? He needs it, because Smith is currently right ahead of him. As Leaky finishes his lap as well. Only Kieran! No! Kieran invalidates on the final corner, and that... Well, he's but even with lifting gone quicker with a 105.4, that would have been an amazing lap. As I think MX is Mix. I don't know how to call him. The Red Bull retired, unfortunately. But Tonček is on pole position ahead of Smith, ahead of Kieran. Again, a close qualifying here, but Kieran will be very frustrated. Rodo in P4, good qualifying from him. 1,000 ahead of Leaky. Importantly in the constructors battle. Raikkonen P6, good qualifying from him, but he couldn't finish his last two laps as his 104.8 was the first one he set. Dino just behind that in P7. Snellenk then, good lap in P8, 4,000th of a second ahead of Rusty in P9. Moki is P10, and then let's see what else, what the rest of the grid is. as we have the top 10. As I just said that, and then Cavalier is P11 just behind Mocky. Bearty is in P12, Ivor P13, Chaos P14, MX is Miss Kiss, I don't know, Kiss Miss P15, NXX in P16. Of course, he couldn't set a time. Where would he have been? That's the big question. Rauchens in P17 didn't set a lap time, and Inorganic disqualified from the qualifying. And Kieran saying, just glad I didn't have to be on the inside of turn 1. That's true, but your championship rival is on the inside. Of course, he wouldn't benefit from both of you crashing out, but he would benefit from just you crashing out. But let's see, no points for the pole position and for you, both of you. And thanks to Smith, is amazing thing he set up in the sheets, I can also see how many points exactly every position gets, which I know majority of it, but not all of it, which is always nice. And I see our Prem is in it as well, and I'm in P2, which is nice to see. Gap is 87 points between Colin and myself. Colin would get the championship, and maybe if he gives me the win he DNFs, I'm still in this fight for the championship. No, but I'm joking. Of course, not updated just yet. No pole position for either the McLarens or the Mercedes cars. There's only 85 more points available. 2 races and 1 sprint race. Yeah, the points are correct, of course. The calculations by Mr. Smith. Good luck to everyone from Inorganic. As we're waiting for everyone to ready up then. And there is a formation lap, of course. Let's see, tires. Kieran on the hards, interesting. Leaky as well on the hards. Rusty is on the hards as well, and then NXX on the soft, going aggressive. And apart from that, I'll think about 14 drivers or so on the what's it called, on the medium tires. So I fill in the positions as they currently are. Of course, these are not the final results, we know that, but Smith wouldn't be champion if this is the final result, so something needs to happen for him to become champion today. And otherwise we swing by the beautiful beach city of Zandvoort. Been there a few times myself, not just for driving but also just going to the beach, and just also fun to see a Formula 1 track with not being used. But I've been there before as well, not for Formula 1 unfortunately, but I've seen some Formula 1 cars there. Always interesting stories. Let's see, going off topic a bit, but yeah, I've been to Austria as well, the track. It's 22. Really enjoyed the track. Difficult to follow the race though, as you see cars every second, especially later on in the race. You only follow the leaders. Apart from that, it's just chaos. You don't know where they are. But I was in turn 8, and so where you see the sector 3 part on the minimap on the right, and you could see basically almost, well, half of the track, which was very nice. Beautiful location, beautiful mountains, nice sun. Same conditions as right now. This is a bit of a high view. I don't know if I can get any better view. I don't think so. So we just have to go with this then. And will it switch? I think we are off, and it looks like mini cars. I can't really see, but there we go. And Tonchek got a good start. Kieran is behind, but one of the McLarens, one of the Alpines hit the Red Bull, of Snellehenk, which was round, and I don't think there's any damage so far. But Smith keeps his P2, and then we got 4-ways car Rodo up the inside of Kieran, and Kieran better traction though on the exit. Stays ahead. Raika in P5 as some of the Red Bull cars drop down, so both Red Bulls with a horrible start. And then up the inside. Sorry. Up the inside goes Raika as well. Yellow flag, that's inorganic, is round. And now the McLarens drop down to P5 and P6. And Dino putting pressure on Kieran. Kieran really struggling on those tires. Not enough time to update the positions currently. Just have to go with this one. I will update them in a few laps. Toncek with the fastest lap, but Smith is pushing right behind him. An amazing start from Smith. Of course, you can follow very closely around here 3 DRS zones on such a short track. I think it is the shortest track of the calendar. And good evening to you, Colin, and good luck to the Alpine drivers. So one of them had an incident, the other one is in P3, which is very good. Smith, of course, this could be the day. He is crowned the champion. I think for the second time. I think he used to be a first division champion as well. And will this... Oh, this surely promotes him to the Premier Division, but the question is which team and teammate will have the best contracts ready for him. Oh, we see a lot of movement going on back here as Leaky is also took the position, but we got NX6 fighting up the inside, and he's going into the pit lane already on those medium soft tires. Might have had some damage, I can't really check. Yellow flag, that's inorganic again. Cutting some grass there, as Valtteri Bottas used to say at that exact corner. But DRS already on. We're already on lap 3, and here's Smith up the inside. Oh, Smith got the DRS. Very smart defensive play there. It's ERS versus ERS. But Toncek is currently ahead, but Smith has a DRS. Smith will go up the inside here. Yellow flag, that's Miss or MX. And he will hopefully not interfere with the leading pair here, as what a beautiful shot we got here from the helicopter, I think, or a crane, I don't know. This is the best shot I've seen in the game by far. We could use this for a montage, of course. Let's see, follow right. Oh, follow like this then for a quick second, just purely TV mode. As Spit is right behind Toncek. And will he go for a move then? Up the inside into turn 1? Nope, he stays behind. As we follow him through. Then now again into turn 3. This time he's up the inside, but does he play the DRS trick? No, he doesn't. He just keeps the corner and wants to focus on being ahead. So this time it's Toncek attacking, and will he go for a move? We got a good view, and no, Toncek stays behind. And let's focus on the battle behind. And oh, Rusty hits Dino, and Dino is round up the inside, hopefully not disqualified there for going the wrong way, as Cavaliers moves up to P9, and that is disqualified for Dino, just as I said that. Oh, that's so annoying. And also for the constructors wise, yeah, that's not what we want to see, of course. Let's check in the meantime. Smith moved up to P1. Kieran down in P5. Championship gap 74 points. But this isn't over. There's a Red Bull right ahead of him, which gives Smith a DRS. But that's what I said. Really annoying though, that reserve in that position without a wing. And one of the Alpines lost his wing as well. Oh, as Toncek goes up the inside, pushing Smith wide, but Rodo lost his wing probably because of that reserve, which is very annoying. Leaky going wide, fighting with Mocky there, but let's switch back to Smith. Smith is overtaken. But Kieran is off to P4. Rodo probably make contact with that reserve, and that just tells you enough about his luck this championship, because yeah, he was in such a good position today as well. Was in P3. Moki though up to P6 already. Leaky down in P8. Let me update the standings very quickly for you then in the constructors. Hopefully they don't switch positions, as Leaky is going to have a move on Rauchens. Oh, one of the Red Bulls again! That car needs to get out of the way. You have blue flags. Cavill is up the inside. Oh, hopefully this ends well. There's one of the other reserves but Leaky takes the position now. Oh, we got 4 cars going for 1P. Sorry for the leaders. I can't focus on the leaders. It's a yellow flag. We don't know who that is. What happened? It's a virtual safety car. Ah, they really messed up this championship battle. Or championship battle. Move as Cavalis. Oh, what happens? Well, this gives me time to update the standings then. Leaky up to P6. Smith still in P2. Tino has got a DNF. Championship standings then. 99 points difference doesn't give him the championship just yet. They need 150. They still need 50 more points. But let's see. Everything is enabled again. Of course, DRS not disabled. And here we go again. 4-way battle for the lead currently. And that is Smith chasing. Two Williams drivers then. Smith going for a move. Both not high, low on the ERS, but quite high. Tonjik up the inside. Watch out, we've seen some incidents happen in this corner, but they keep it clean. Smith still in P2 following. Kieran is not that far off this time. He can see his championship rival, and he's of course on the different tire strategy. But let's see, Smith, this fighting is costing him some time as Raika's caught up. But there is a big gap to P5, to be fair. Let's see. Smith. Will he go for a move? Nope, he stays behind. We follow from this POV then as Smith overtakes. And he will have the yellow flag, the DRS I think. No, he doesn't have the DRS. Rodo with the fastest lap, going to Alpine. Currently he is frustrated, of course, driving as an angry man. Rodo retired in turn 1. And I saw Red Bull, and that's again that same guy, and he's lost his wing again. I don't know what is happening, but if this keeps happening, get him out. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that actually, but it seems to me he's got some trouble right currently, and well, at least we have a safety car, but I think we'll get the explanation and the POV from Rodo. Oh, Alpine is having a trouble as 5 seconds speeding in the pit lane. Smith is going in, Tonček stays out, Raika's going in, and Kieran of course staying out. But it's quite an early stop. Oh, Raika almost running into the back of Smith there. Smith really going quite slow into the pit lane. Let's see, everyone else behind them going in. Of course, Kieran is staying out. I think NXX might stay out as well. But then again, Leaky went in from those hards. Interesting. Okay, this is a safety car, so yeah, I see Rodo is very frustrated with that. Misu is his name. Very frustrated with that, and I think we will get to hear more of it. Of course, I'm in the Alpine camp, so I know I will hear from it, of course. Let's see, Smith is then in third position, so he's only lost 2. Not too bad. And Kieran has gone up to second. So, of course, this doesn't tell much, but the championship gap currently at lifetime would be 59 points. And Leaky is down in 8th position. And Kieran is up to second position. Gap in the constructors would be 87 points. So still some things to play for. But I enjoy the little thing Smith made, so hopefully if he watches this back, of course I will tell him as well. But I really appreciate that piece of work. Tonchek still in the lead then, but Smith, the first one on the first tires. Rusty is still up to PA, but Beertje also on a good strategy. He's shown some quick pace in the opening races, but he's now on strategy wise there as well. Mocky, of course, also quick up there. We saw some fighting in the midfield. Of course, Rauchens will be removed from the standings. We need to keep that in mind, as he's a reserve, not because we don't like him, but the reserves get removed from the points, which means that Inorganic would take the final point currently, but it's not over just yet. Misu would also be, as he's still driving around without a wing, and I don't know why, but I hope he understands how the game works. And he's causing some trouble under the safety car now. He needs to box and move out of the way. First of all, to get him out of the do not interfere with the well, the lead lap cars, but also just fix his wing. And Chaos and Ivor, of course, 5-second penalty, unfortunately. But the safety car will be continuing for quite some time. But we're already on lap 10, so this race is going by very quickly. I think it might be one of the shortest actually. But yeah, I guess gives us some time for a little break as well. Of course, on being on your own with a lot of fighting going on is always a challenge, as you say. Well, I asked Rodo that what I was doing. Oh, Rauchen's collision. What happened there again with me during the safety car, and Misu's out. So don't know what happened, but yeah, Rodo. Oh, as the safety car is restarting. Yeah, Rodo is very frustrated with him both during quali and in the race, so I'm sure the stewards will have a look at that one, and good luck to any of them in chat. But we're going back to racing again, as everyone is go, 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 and currently Smith and Kieran on equal strategies, well, technically on equal tracks. Tires, not tracks. Yeah, they're on equal tracks as well. I know what I mean. We got the safety cars reset sorted, but Raikko's the one going for a move. He breaks himself. No, he stays in, but Kieran, a bit of a avoiding action there, but he wasn't actually going to be hit. But Raikko with an amazing run. He's using all of his overtake right now just to get past, and he's going up the inside, making it the Williams 1-2, and demoting Kieran and Smith a position. And maybe Mocky putting pressure on Smith, but the big thing is Kieran and Smith right behind each other in the middle sector through turn 7 and 8. Oh, a bit of a moment from Kieran, and the Williams cars are going away, and maybe they can help each other working with the DRS to secure that 1-2. Of course, Tonchek still needs to go in, but he's on a different strategy. But Smith is attacking. And let's see, but he needs to, because behind him Rusty is also going for a move up the inside. Rusty passed the position, but here comes Smith underneath the gearbox, is going to the full cinematic mode. And let's see, the two championship rivals then going side by side. Switchback move from Kieran, who has the better traction. No DRS just yet, so we'll follow them for the next part. Oh, I switched to the wrong camera. And here is Kieran following behind. Is he gonna make a move up the inside? Nope, he stays behind, and Smith is passed into the lead. Is Raikkonen still following? There's a lot happening with Chaos, Cavaliers, and his cars up ahead. Mocky lost a lot of positions though. Mocky dropped down to P8. I don't know what happened in behind that. And let's see, Leaky then. On the mediums, of course, he switched to the mediums during that safety car. And he's putting pressure on Rusty. Rusty's moved up to P5. In a surprising way, as the safety car is... DRS is activated now. And Kieran is outside of the DRS. But we got one big train here from NXX. Rusty, Leaky. Leaky is passed, has a good exit. And now Rusty under pressure from NXX behind. NXX going up to P6. And can he get a better position? Nope, he stays behind. Oh, I think he got a little hit behind. And might have gone into Leaky there, but we got a bigger DRS train looking at the front. That is all right. Snelle Henk now going for a move on Mocky. And Mocky is losing a lot of positions. I thought he was looking forward, but he's dropping backwards. And let's see. Oh, Rusty with a bit of a moment now. Mocky up the inside. Rusty losing again some positions. He was in P5 just before. I think he might be going into the pit lane looking at his line. And yeah, he has wing damage unfortunately for him. So he's dropped out of that one. Back to the front then. Smith caught up to both of the Williams, but the Williams could work together. It's him versus two teammates. His teammate is a bit further behind Leaky. But we could see a Williams versus Mercedes fight near the end of the race or in the coming laps. And Smith stays behind. The Williams cars need to work together. Tonchek is the one defending, as Raikkonen is now ahead. And Tonchek of course still needs to go in, so he could put up the defensive fight and let Raikkonen stay ahead. But how long can they hold this? Kieran really not on the pace. He's under pressure from Leaky now. It's 3 seconds to Smith. I don't know what happened to the pace before, but NXX, don't count him out just yet, as he's now passed up to P5. And he's putting pressure on Kieran. And is Kieran going to lose another position? Of course, NXX is on faster tires, but... oh, he's really struggling behind there. And they need to brake quite hard for this corner. Of course, that has to do with the car in front. That is a track limit warning. We can also see up ahead, Smith might go for a move, but NXX up the inside into turn 1. That is not a move you normally see, but he makes it stick. Quickly switch to Smith. As Tonchek is defending, Smith going for a move, but Leaky now overtaking Kieran as well. And this is crucial. And Leaky almost running into the back of NXX. NXX up to P4. But Kieran now dropping down to P6, and I'll quickly update the standings if I have the time. I hope so. And that means that Smith is still in position 3, that's correct. I need to update Kieran, as Kieran has dropped down to P6. That means that the gap is currently 68 points. Not enough, but that's quite a big position loss for Kieran. And the deficit is almost impossible to catch up. And I don't know who has the fastest lap as well. Rodo, but I think that might get faster come the end of the race, as Smith is putting pressure on Tonček, trying to gain another position and getting closer and closer to that title. But Tonček is also having a good run on his teammate. Is he going up a move? Nope, they're doing the same thing they did the lap before. And this really is becoming a three-way fight for this win currently. We're not we're almost at the halfway point, as Rusty sets the fastest lap this time, so not to any of the championship contenders, but still not to Rodo. Rusty not in the points just yet, but I think he might. No, he's not just yet, as the only reserve remaining is in P14. But let's see, Smith right behind here, but Kieran also under pressure from Snellenk and Maki, so Kieran could really lose a lot of positions here. Does he have any damage, or I don't know, it doesn't look like it, but Smith following, as we got the 3 cars there. And no track limit penalties just yet, I think. But now Snellenk and Kieran trying to switch back, gaining 1 position, but here's Maki, and Maki wants to take 2 in 1. Kieran loses 2 and is up the inside of Snellenk. Does that help him? Oh, he's lost some position and time there. Smith still following behind, but Kieran now dropping back to P8 as we follow quickly on the gap in front, and P8 would see the gap go to 72 points. That's still not enough. But Smith is of course not done fighting this just yet. But he's getting closer and closer. He's just staying behind, saving the ERS. But Tonček, yeah, the question is how long can he keep up with this pace? Will we see him move up the inside here? Oh, the Williams cars crash! Oh! Smith makes contact with Tonček. Oh, and when Smith loses out, what did he do? Did he drop some positions? But oh, Tonček is round, and that, will he get a penalty for it? I don't know. But he at least lost position. This is not a mistake you normally see Smith make. But of course it was because of the Williams colliding with each other. But I don't know what they did. They were working so well together. I was quickly looking at the timetable, and all of a sudden I see him round. And that is unbelievable. Smith now still in P3, but NXX is now passed, and he's under pressure from Leakey. But it isn't the mistake we normally see from Smith. But he's continued on. Tonček unfortunately dropping down to P9, and I think he might have lost his wing. We have to check with him on board. No, give me a better wing. I need to see his wing. There we go. No wing damage, I think, but he is going in, of course, to change his tires this time, as Rauchins picks up a penalty. Oh, we got a virtual safety car. Tonček retired. Oh, and his day has gone from bad to worse there, unfortunately for him. As Kieran is in, switching to the mediums, a perfect timing for him. Let's see again. Now I have time to update the standings again. It all looked like it was going well, but was quite easy. Smith is still in P3 then, and Kieran is now in P9. But of course, as the virtual safety car is over, this is all still to play for. Smith is in P3, Leakey is in P4, and Kieran is in P9. Updated. 110 points is the gap in the constructors, so Mercedes almost got it. But it's not just yet, so still some things to play for. But NXX though, right up there for the lead this time. As inorganic as in, he was in P8 though. Moving up some positions, gone in a lap too late probably, not during the virtual safety car unfortunately for him. But now NXX putting pressure for that win. The question is, does Smith have the pace? Maybe his confidence is blown a bit. We got a lot of fights going on. We got 14 drivers, of course. Rauchins will be removed, so 13 point scoring drivers potentially. And currently the only position outside of the points is in the hands of Chaos, so no points for Alpine tonight. It might change though. We still got 15 laps to go. NXX is chasing, but he is lower on the ERS. But the thing is, you can't really pull away that easy around here, and he's also on 13 lap old medium, so at one point his tires will start to give in. The question is at what time. And can Smith close in, because he's currently outside of the DRS. But with that exit he's back into it. He doesn't have the DRS just yet because of the detection point, but still. He's back in this fight. Leakey dropping down a bit there. And how quickly can Kieran catch up? Kieran looking at P7 potentially, because of the penalty. Cabell is with the fastest lap, 106. So he's going quick, but it's because he's chasing Beertje for a position, as he's overtaking him for P11 on track, but it will be P10 points wise, which is quite decent actually for the Aston Martin team. Beertje unfortunately dropping a lot of positions, as he was up there in the beginning of the race, but he doesn't let himself get overtaken that easy. He's now up the inside with good braking from Cavaliers around the outside. Mocky is in, so he's going on a different strategy then from those hard tires, not waiting till the end, going aggressive. Oh, Beertje spun all out. That's the commentator's curse probably, as Mocky is going down, so that means that Kieran is up to P7 now and closing down the gap to 70 points again. But then again, at the front, this isn't over just yet. As let's see, NXX now really close, and the big question is, will Smith get a penalty? Yeah, Kieran calling with some useful insights, of course. He is good on the strategy, so yeah, good point made that NXX is probably hoping for a safety car to keep in this, and then Kieran will jump ahead of him, I think. So at least maybe a top 5 for Kieran. But the question is, will Smith see some sort of penalty for it? Now, I was a steward. It happened quite quickly, so I couldn't really see if it was like worth 5 seconds, but yeah, well, maybe Tonchek thinks different of that and he will report it. Smith is a fair guy, so I know he will say if he's at fault or not. Cavell is 3-second time penalty. The time penalties are starting to come in now. 3 seconds for track limits, that is, as Mocky is overtaking for P9. Kieran already basically up to P6, but that is helping him. But of course, he's not gaining anything in the championship. He's losing out another 6 points or so, as NXX goes in and releases Smith. Mocky has left the session. Mocky is disconnected. Oh, that's so unfortunate. Of course, he can't rejoin, but he was doing so well, which is quite unfortunate actually, as now Smith of course up to P2 and Will Kieran move up to P5? That's the question. He's coming around now, overtaking. He overtook Ivor, but of course NXX is on those mediums as well. Kieran now up to P5. Well, let's see Smith. Can he push for... Oh, Maki losing time, that's so unfortunate. Can Smith push for the win? Probably. Leaky needs to go in. Stelling, can he hold on? That's the question on those tires. The tires will be dead at the end. Kieran doesn't have a big cap though, which might work in his favor. Oh, who dropped down there? Oh no, it's NXX overtaking. But NXX though, on fresher tires, only 2 seconds behind Kieran. So if Kieran does well, NXX probably will do better. The question is, can he catch up to the leaders? Of course, the pit stop is short. It's a short track, but only 10 laps left. And this time Smith has caught up to Raikkonen to look for another win. Oh, Dino left the session. He was still watching. Because he unfortunately got disqualified early on. But yeah, Leaky is not... Snellenk also still doing quite well. And he's closing in on Leaky, I think. Which might see him get to the podium, but currently it's both Mercedes cars on the podium. And the Williams. And hopefully there will be no contact between this Williams and this Mercedes. This NXX is already right behind Kieran with the fastest lap as well. Is he going up the inside into turn 1? I don't know why he does that, but he does go for the move, pushing Kieran wide. I don't know why. He's losing more time than he gains. But I guess he just needs to get past as soon as possible. And he's now up to P5. Kieran back down to P6. Another swing in the championship. Kept 71 points. Very likely we won't see the championship being decided today. Well, let's see. Smith. He's 4 tenths behind, but this will probably be a game of DRS and ERS until the final lap. And Raikkonen is not giving up, of course. They're on the same strategy. 19 lap old hard tires. They still need 8 laps to go. Can they take them to the end? That's the big question as well. Snellenk is on those same tires, but he's closing in rapidly on Leaky as well. Leaky, of course, is on the same strategy, but then on the mediums, even worse. Ivar's gone in with 20 laps of hard. Is that an indication that those tires are done? Then we might see NXX and Kieran take some positions, but here comes Smith trying to have a go at around the outside. Unfortunately, we don't have any information. Oh, Smith takes a 3-second time penalty for track limits up the inside. Oh, and this is really not his race, it seems like, unfortunately for him, but it does change the champ. Maybe doesn't help him in the championship, I guess. Maybe there's a little stress of potentially taking it tonight. Well, he has the 3 seconds behind him right now, but that means that that NXX and Kieran only need to be within 3 seconds come the end of the race. And let's see. Smith now frustrated probably. He needs to get past to at least have a chance of creating a 3-second gap, and we will see an aggressive Smith. But of course Raikkone's not gonna give them up. This battling costing them a lot of time. But Smith is determined to get past. Good exit from Raikkonen here. And will we see a move? Oh, defending up the inside, going around the outside. Can he take it? Oh, he's getting a friendly push to the outside, and Raika stays ahead now into the middle sector, and there we go. Across the Orange Army grandstand there, which is called Mitte actually, and oh, Inorganic got a 3-second time penalty just as I switched. But yeah, a very nice place. Looked at it for tickets once, but didn't go for it. Now Smith up the inside into turn 1. Just as I said, I didn't expect anyone to go for a move into turn 1. But Raika, oh, well, hopefully, luckily it isn't a hard enough push to push him out of that one. But Snellenk is also right behind Leaky, so the Mercedes cars are under pressure. As NXX is 1.5 behind them. Lap 30 of 36. Smith needs to get past as soon as possible. He's going up the inside. Nope, he stays behind, but Raika misses the apex of the corner. Gives Smith a chance to go around the outside and around this part. He does the switchback. What an amazing move. Oh, he spun! Smith is spun on the curbs. Oh no, the championship leader is spun. And Kieran will see him appear right in front of him now. And will he overtake him? There he is. Oh, Smith really frustrated with that. As NXX is now out to P3 past Snellenk. Oh, but Kieran will... Yeah, we'll go. The tires are done. NXX... Oh, NXX takes a 3-second time penalty now. Pushing so hard as he's past Leaky. Oh, Smith. This is not his race. He seems to be faultless in all his performances the past races, but this track really seems to... We see him make mistakes, we rarely see him make. Maybe it is the pressure or the tire wear, we don't know, but Kieran is right behind him, and of course he doesn't need to overtake, but he needs to get past to overtake, as these cars ahead are also on old tires. So here he goes, Kieran around the outside of his championship rival. And is he passed? Smith will stick it up the inside. Don't lose out any more than you already did there by risking it. But Kieran is up to P5. Smith down to P6. It changes everything. As currently the gap will be 60 points. Still quite a lot of gap in between, but Smith is going in to change his tires, and I think he might only lose one position, which he will gain back on Rusty. But yeah, Raika is looking strong now though, and because NXX still has that 3-second time penalty, everything seems to be turning his way. Oh, there's a lot of position changes as Cavalis is also going in. But Smith now down to P7. He might go for the fastest lap as well. But yeah, Smith heard the opportunities for the Prem and immediately got scared. He got... No, not scared. Mocky with Chaos behind. This is for the final points as well, because Mocky is of course in AI. But Snellenk right behind Leaky for the podium this time. Kieran is 4 seconds behind them. He might catch up come the end of the race, as Leaky's on 23 level mediums, which is unbelievable by the way. They're doing 109 and Kieran is doing 108, so he's catching by about a second a lap. We'll get there near the end of the race. But NXX is so rapid here, and he might still take the win even though he has some sort of collision or penalty. Smith will probably take P6, but the question is if he takes what's it called, if he gets the penalty. Oh, Mocky, why did you rejoin? You will get disqualified either way. if Smith gets a penalty for it, he adds another extra 5 seconds, which I don't think should be a big problem, but it might be a problem, as NXX is also right behind Raikkonen then, but he still has that penalty, but he has 3 laps to create a 3-second gap. He's gone up the inside here, almost pushing Raikkonen around, but he's used all of his ERS though, and Raikkonen can just follow. But Snellenk also on lower ERS, but he's also attacking Leaky here, but Kieran needs to catch quicker than he is currently doing. Oh, they both overshoot the corner. Ooh, Smith gets the fastest lap, but this is not helping them. Smith is up to P6 as well, and he gets 1 point for the fastest lap this time. And let's see, Raikkonen now 1.1 behind. Can he make it? The Snellenk has gone past. I completely missed that. Selecting the updating the score, the spreadsheet. Oh, that is so unfortunate. Sorry, Snellenk, for that. But yeah, well done on that move. Hopefully he can hold on. It's coming the end of the race, but Kieran is right behind them. It's this time the gap is 1.7 to Leaky ahead, but it is still 2 laps to go. The question is, he probably will catch up before the end of the lap. Or can he get past on that final lap? Maybe if they keep fighting. Then Beertje with a 3-second time penalty as well. As Smith is almost outside of that, almost pushes Rusty outside of the 3 seconds now, as he is currently. Leaky still in that DRS zone though of Snellenk, and having more ERS as well. And NXX almost pushed Raikkonen outside of the 3 seconds, which I think he's almost done it now with 1 lap to go. So the finish line is coming 1 lap too early. 1 lap too late, sorry. As this is 3 seconds now, and that is enough for NXX to start the final lap with potentially a win on his hands. But Kieran is right behind this little group, so we will see a fight for the podium going to the final lap. And Kieran, this is crucial for his championship, because any extra position will help him. And Leaky will send it up the inside for a position on the podium. And will they crash each other out? That's the question. Kieran will go past. They go wide. Oh, Kieran loses it on the traction, but he's past Leaky. That's one of them. Now can he get another one? He goes going quick on Snellenk. Oh, around the outside. What a move for the podium. Snellenk loses it, unfortunately, on the final lap. That is really annoying for him. Leaky drops down to P5, but 2 positions made from Kieran on the final lap. Amazing move. 2 in 1 straight, as one of the Haas drivers has gone off ahead of him, but he's out. We switch to NXX though, as he takes the win in Austria from an amazing strategy. Raikkonen finishes P2, and a very well done job by him on the Williams. But Kieran getting closer, or closing the gap in the championship, finishes P3. Snellenk just finishes outside of the podium, P4, but a great race from him. 28 laps on those tires. Same has to be said about Leaky, P5, but then Smith takes P6, and the championship is going for another round with the updated scores right now. I don't know if the fastest lap is also Smith. It is Smith's. The cap is 57 points, and we needed an 86, so Kieran could potentially take it even to the final 2 rounds. But Rusty finishes P7, an amazing race from him as well. Rauchens finished P8, but he will get removed, so Beertje will score P8, Ivor P9. Good points from him, as I think he ran out of fuel on the line there, or whatever happened there. But an amazing job from them. And let's see in the constructors as well. The gap is 90 points. Of course, Dino what would have happened if he scored a good points finish area, as he was on it as well. But that was a twist in the championship, which I didn't expect, honestly. And wow, an amazing win as well. He took the gamble as everyone else stayed out, and got the win. I don't know if there's someone. I can hear someone.
Hello.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
So a P3 there at the end. It was close, but you took it.
I, to be honest, weren't expecting that since the safety car, because that messed me up so much.
Yeah.
And then,
yeah, we saw you. Of course, Smith. I don't know if you knew, but Smith made a spreadsheet with which helped me put in. If I put in your positions, he would calculate the gap, because technically he could have got the championship today. I don't know if you knew, but
yes. I did.
so at one point it was looking like he was getting close to a win, and you were dropping back, and we thought, well, maybe it's not today, but at least it will almost be 100% sure next week if nothing weird happens. But then Smith collision with the Williams spins around, he gets a 3-second time penalty, spins out. And what was your reaction when you saw him all of a sudden right in front of you?
Well, I did see like a DXF turn 3, and I saw a blue dot, and I was like, please be Smith, please be Smith. I was so upset when he weren't. And then when Smith spun the you know where he ended up right in front of me.
Yeah.
I was hoping to like get past him, but there was so much celebrations when I saw that. And then
well, to be fair, you gained points on him in the championship, and quite some decent points as well. So I think the gap is now 57 points, and well, I think at around 52 or something, if you get the gap is smaller than 52 points coming after the next round, you can still take it another round. So it's not over just yet.
This is where Smith next week wins by like 20 seconds.
Well, it's Zandvoort. I don't know if you're strong around Zandvoort, but
last season I was fast, but I was on the wrong strategy, so I was like finished at the back.
Yeah. Well, yeah, just it was a bit of a weird one. You will probably see it as well. Just out of nowhere, you were there again. But you got the compliments from Colin in the chat as well from the strategy decision. So I don't know, but did you make it yourself, or did your engineer suggested?
Well, I did think that the safety car just ruined my strategy. So
yeah,
he just said I just set it to what I normally would be on hard mediums, and that was like to play on lap 19. So that's just what I did, and just hoped for the best.
Yeah, well, it seemed to with a bit of chaos ahead, it seemed to have worked out. So congratulations on the P3.
Yeah, thanks.
And you got also Snelle Henk in the chat giving you the congrats. His fight with Leaky, which is also quite nice to see, cost him that position. Yeah. So
seeing Leaky go down the inside just gave me that hope. Like, please,
yeah,
just give me the opening, which you did.
And then I think you lost control as well, almost out of the corner. I thought, no, please don't crash.
Then, to be honest, I was probably too excited to know.
Yeah. Well, yeah. It was some fun battles, and I hope if you watch it back, you will enjoy it as well. Unfortunate about your teammate disqualified, but you move. That's what we say. So yeah. I hope you all in the chat enjoyed it as well, and I want to give a special thanks to Smith as well for his little spreadsheet work. I know how much time goes into it, so yeah, and I think Kieran, you can use it tomorrow as well for Colin, which means
winning the championship.
Probably, yeah. So make sure to watch that tomorrow so we can get another champion crown, and it's always exciting. Doesn't matter if it is by 100 points or by 1 point. Make sure to check, and I'm still second in the championship, so maybe I can be the best of the rest, which I will gladly take. So yeah, thank you all for joining me tonight, and hopefully you will all be back tomorrow, and with Kieran on comms, switching positions, and hopefully I will be in your position, P3.
Exactly.
All right. Yeah, go on. Just say the final thing.
I was just gonna say, you go from back of the grid all the way up to podium.
Oh well, I hope I get a better qualifying position, but I'll take the podium part. So yeah. Yeah. Well, to be fair, I think we have only like 12 or 13 drivers, so back of the grid is not that bad now. But yeah, we'll see tomorrow. And thank you all, and I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.